Hey, good morning. It is Thursday, February 20th, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle together as a team. Thanks for joining me. It's Thursday, so who knows what we're going to get? Probably some trickery, some trickeration even. Who knows? Um, Not a ton to report this week. It snowed like a lot. Sunday was an all-time ski day, so I kind of slacked on the weekend solves because I was out skiing, which is great. Repping the Celtics today. Today's the first day after the All-Star break. Celtics are playing the Sixers, and looking forward to that. I'm having poker night at my apartment and going to watch some basketball while we play cards. Yeah, I think that's really about it. I don't have a whole lot to say. Saturday, I was planning to do a live solve, went skiing instead, and it turned out Saturday was a real butt kicker. I'm happy to keep the streak alive because that was a tough one. Took me like 45 minutes, I want to say. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, they've updated their terms, so make sure to read those very diligently. We're all concerned. That is really all I got. I think we should just solve this puzzle. Let's do it. Hope you're having a good week. Past its glory. Hmm. Say, say yes, say. Say yes, say. Bada bing, bada boom. Not off to a great start. Round windows. I think, are these like OGs or something like that? List trimmer. That's probably just et al. Some nice Latin abbrev. Move after a touchdown. Move after a touchdown. It's not a spike. Touchdown dance. Move after a touchdown. Interesting. Network connections. Lynchian or Fellini-esque, say. So, I mean, those are both filmmakers. Lynchian or Fellini-esque. Interesting. This clue. So it looks like we're going to have a theme here. And this clue doesn't really help me a whole lot. So, digital work fueled by machine learning. Like AI something. Stayed put. Maybe just sat. I'm going to start taking some stabs here because it looks like this is going to be a challenging puzzle for me. Bas relief. Go ahead is the nod. Shelter on a tropical island, say. Shelter on a tropical island, say. Maybe. I don't know. With 43 across, something never to be repeated, or a hint to the answers of the italicized clues. Something never to be repeated. A one and done. A one-off. One-off? Could be. Moving on. Ancient Mexican civilization. Is that the Aztec? I'm going to say Aztec. Who said a dress is a piece of ephemeral architecture? Presumably a dressmaker. Vera Wang or something, I don't know. But that doesn't sound like a Vera Wang quote, right? A high pair. Probably that's just aces, right? This answer. Well, that's about as helpful as this clue, so we'll just move on. Subreddits, for example. Subreddits, for example. Alternative to a spicy Dorito. That's a Taki. Never had a Taki. I don't think I ever will, but I know that that's what it is. And there's a YouTube video I remember from years ago, hot Cheetos and Takis, hot Cheetos and Takis. So that's my frame of reference there. Throw with great effort. I don't know. This could still be one off. I'm not sure. I mean, what is this? Blue Man Group member. Is that a stiff? That's pretty dark if it is. I see. I don't know. This is not going well so far. Broadband connection initials. Is that just internet service provider? Probably. Slated to be delivered on, so due on. Battletoads console. I haven't thought about Battletoads in a while. Nintendo Entertainment System. Also, just an NES comment. So, like, there's the classic It's-a-me Mario, and I just learned that that's actually Itsumi Mario, which means something in Japanese, but I was shocked to find out that he's not saying It's-a-me Mario. He's saying Itsumi Mario. Amy Winehouse. I know her from my Mario days. Mamma Mia. Oops. This crossword. Okay, so no help. Something Roy, a Booker Prize winning author. I don't know who that is. Ending with home or bed. Home. Alone. Bed. Use as a source. Well, that's site. A hot spot. Like an H.P. Lovecraft work. Those are eerie, right? Or outre. I don't even know how to say that word. O-U-T-R-E. Black Gemstone is an onyx. I know that one. Onyx, also a not huge 90s rap group with the song Slam. Da 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 da. I'm going to say a lowly worker is a serf, right? It could be a peon, right? Could be one or the other. Look down on. Judge? No. So 5.5 minutes, not a great first pass, pretty bad in fact. It took a lot of guesses here, so probably going to have to do some correcting work. A character profile. Well, this is classic Bart Simpson. Don't have a cow, man. Man. Like hire? Like you're manning the team, kind of? Something Ferranti. I don't have any idea what Ferranti's deal is. Clear cut. Clear cut. What a budding musical artist hopes to land. A record deal, right? A DSL. Record deal. Stretch. Rooftop spinner. That's a weather vane. So what is this? Say yes. Say. Rave. Rave. Stretch. Maybe. Friendly response after my. Is this rave? I'm not really sure if that's rave. Friendly response after my. 000. Like reset. Alliance of 32 nations. Must be NATO. Enemy alliance of World War II. That's the Axis powers, right? Many social posts informally, like pics. I feel like I can get these, right? Is this snap? This must be taxi, like an airplane. Snap. Start? Is that what that is? Cinematic. There we go. Exam with a max score of 528 must be the MCAT. An exam I will not ever take. Ex-NBA star Yao Ming, tall guy. Sensational on Broadway. Icy. Like Azure. Blue Man Group member. Might be a stiff, which is pretty dark. Home to many kings and queens. Home to many kings and queens. Kings and queens, interesting. Oh, shelter on a tropical island is probably a hut, right? So, kings and queens. Setting for several Herman Melville works is the ocean. Herman Melville lived in western Massachusetts, which is where my family lives, when he wrote Moby Dick. Pluck is at pluck. So one off could be right. So pluck would be nerve, right? So 1, 2 of spades. 2 of spades. I'm leaning towards one off there, but I don't have enough proof yet. Queen Elizabeth I has one named for her. Egg, or maybe Aztec is wrong. Queen Elizabeth I has one named for her. Tats are ink. Cleared one's plate, 8. Virtual storefront in an online marketplace. Well, that's an Etsy something. Etsy something. 9 daughters of Greek myth. Chat on the gram, DM'd, direct messaged. Strike caller is the umpire. So this is an odd mix of like really easy and really tough. This theme is going to be tough, but there's a bunch of gimmies here, like, ump and DM'd and just easier stuff. An architectural expansion is an annex. This feels like San Mateo, so maybe this is a peon. San Mateo, Aztec, follower of 32 across. So maybe it's a Mayan. Sensational. Mayan or Incan. Aztec. I'm kind of just shooting for that from the hip here because I don't know. Texas City, that's Waco, Texas. Shamrock Land is Aaron. Certain tax is a duty. Wednesday puzzle. But like today's Thursday. This is Etsy shop. This is going to be tough if that's a name. Boy. Arund. Yikes. 9 daughters. Blah, blah, blah. Only character shown in the final 30 minutes of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I mean, it's been a minute since I saw that. Zip, like nada. Hideaway, like a hideaway. I was gonna say stow, but that feels wrong. Locale depicted in Bosch's Garden of Earthly Delights must be Eden. The only garden of earthly delights I'm aware of. Past its glory. Like passe? No. Past its glory. Say yes, say. Friendly response after my. Round windows. I mean, like a porthole. Round windows. Network connections. Boy, Alright, so something across, right? And I want this to be across. 20. 21 across would fit, but this is 20 across. Stretch could be a stint. Well, this is RSVP. My pleasure. Okay. Let's say this is stint. And I'm going to just guess that this is 21 across. And I don't get why. I mean, we're moving forward here, and then Wednesday puzzle would be moving backward, right, to yesterday. Digital work fueled by machine learning. AI art. going to say AI art. Am I prepared to say one off? A hint? Oh, one off. Okay, so 21 across is one off of the actual. Wednesday puzzle is one off of the actual. I'm doing it. It's one off. Who said a dress is a piece of ephemeral architecture? That's Dior, Christian Dior. This answer. Subreddits, for example. Throw with great effort is heave. Two of spades is S's. There we go. And this is going to be off, right? Wednesday puzzle. Oops. Boy, that's going to be tough. And this is Holiday Inn. Is that home to kings and queens? I don't know, but ending with home or bed. Hotspot's an oven. So is this Dave? Arundhati. Dave. I think it's probably Dave. Home or bed. HP. So this must be eerie. It made some HBO show, I think, a couple years ago, based on H.P. Lovecraft's work. Look down on Scorn. All right, so we're not moving fast, but we're moving. Still going to have some trouble up here in the northwest corner. But we're grinding, and I appreciate your input. Character profile. Plot. Man. Is it higher? That was my first guess. It could be. Something Ferranti. Like Donna Ferranti. Clear cut. Oh, this is distinct, right? Right? Maybe. Past its glory. Network connections. This is not going very well in that corner. Sensational on Broadway. Bravo. Is that sensational? I don't know. Icy. Aloof. Is this Olmec? Is that right? Olmec? Blue Man Group is a Smurf. There we go. Oh, is it Boffo? I think that's a theater thing, right? So 14 letters is one off. Boffo. Subreddits are Fora. Queen Elizabeth has an era named after her. Okay. The Muses. There we go. Zip Zero. Homestead. Bedstead. Hideaway's a lair. Okay. Past its glory. Past its glory. Round windows. Eesh. Network connections. Like ports. If this was an N for Donna, network connections. Boy, I might get stumped here in this corner. A character profile. Man. Past its glory. On bad. What else could fit here? On I mean, distinct. Clear cut is distinct, right? Higher, I'm not so sold on. That seems like it's past its glory. Round windows. What is a character profile? Font? Font? Faded? Man is like nodes? Dude? Elena? All right, 1932, kind of a long one, but that was a tough corner. I don't know. I really struggled there, and honestly, I thought I was not going to get there. Definitely some hard names here. We've got Elena Arundhati. Okay. Um, Dave from 2001 Space Odyssey, Christian Dior. Quite a few tough names. Um, Olmec. Anyways, though we got it. We managed to eke out a victory, a gold star on this difficult Thursday. I'm gonna say that was like maybe like a, I don't know, 8 out of 10 difficulty for a Thursday. That was pretty tough. Um, so gave us the challenge we were hoping for. It's always nice when like there's a moment of pause where I'm just not sure that I'm going to get it done, and then finally do. So hooray me! Let's take a look. Past its glory is faded. That makes sense. RSVP is to say yes. Bada bing, bada boom. Snap. All right. Round windows are oculi. I Okay. I mean, I guess I don't really know. I don't. I mean, I know I've seen that word, but like, et al. Taxi after a touchdown. Nodes are network connections. Cinematic is Lynchian for David Lynch, or Fellini-esque for Benito Fellini. 21 across is the first of our themers. It is one off of what the actual answer is. I kind of like that theme, right? One off is very simple, easy to execute. Didn't require a whole lot of, didn't put a huge burden on the rest of the fill. And our answers are 21 across, 14 letters, and Wednesday puzzle. Pretty straightforward, nice, elegant, well executed. I like it. AI art. That's an interesting thing. I work kind of peripherally in the music business, and AI generated art is a big deal when it comes to concert posters, which are very collectible. And the whole point is that they're original art and specific to the show, that someone put their time and love and effort into creating a distinct poster for that event. So AI art is kind of problematic, and you can really tell when something is done with AI and not properly edited afterwards. Stay put is sat, bas relief, nod, hut, one off, Olmec. I mean, I thought about Aztec, I thought about Incan, I thought about Mayan, but Olmec was the answer. And that reminds me of the television program Treasures of the Hidden Temple. No. Something. An old Nickelodeon show, which I'm pretty sure was based on the Olmec Empire. Legends of the Hidden Temple? Something like that. Christian Dior addresses a piece of ephemeral architecture. I love that quote. Not someone who's in the market for buying dresses, but I think that's a wonderful quote. I also just love the idea of anything being ephemeral, and it isn't going to last, so we have to enjoy it while we can. Aces are a high pair indeed. 14 letters. Fora, Taki, heave. Off DSL. I don't even know what that stands for. Due on Nintendo Entertainment System. Amy Winehouse was an absolute boss, genius. Too bad we lost her so soon. Mamma Mia. Wednesday Puzzle. Yeah. Arundhati Roy. So, I, like, this shouldn't be in this puzzle. And, like, this is a nearly 30-year-old prize winner, Booker Prize, not even the Pulitzer, it's a Booker Prize from nearly 30 years ago, and a name that is not familiar or, it's not even like you can really parse this. It's just fortunate that all the crossers worked. I really don't think that this is appropriate fill for this puzzle. I just, it's too old a reference and too obscure, and I give it a thumbs down. Ending with home, and no offense to this person, Mr. or Mrs. Roy, whoever that person is. Ending with home or bed, homestead or bedstead, bedstead. Site of an eerie, onyx, peon, scorn. Character profile is a font. Don't have a cow, man. Dude is man. Elena Ferranti. Another one where it's just like, I've never heard of Elena Ferranti. I've never heard of the Neapolitan novels. Um, like Elena Kagan, Supreme Court Justice, I guess is the one Elena that would be sort of safe to put in there just because we see it so often. But I don't know. Perhaps not. Distinct, record deal, stint, vain, my pleasure, c'est mon plaisir. Start is 000. NATO, good luck to everyone in the international community because we're just creating havoc. Enemy Alliance of World War II, the Axis. I used to play this board game called Axis and Allies with my stepbrother Casey, and it was similar to Risk, but just kind of a different version of that. But you would play as the Axis or the Allies, and yeah, man, that was a killer game, and wasn't quite as long as a Risk game, which just took forever. Social posts are picks. MCAT is if you want to be a doctor, right? Is that an MCAT? Yao Ming. Boffo is sensational on Broadway. I knew that I was familiar with this term. I don't even know. I mean, I guess it means sensational on Broadway. Aloof is icy. Smurf is a Blue Man Group member. I'm glad it wasn't a stiff, like a dead person. I really thought that's where we were headed with this, and I prefer Smurf. Holiday Inn is home to many kings and queens. Why is that? Kings and queens at a Holiday Inn. I don't know. If you get that, please chime in. Also, just chime in general. Like, tell me if you like these puzzles, if you hated them. I always appreciate the comments because I don't really know. I feel like I'm on an island sometimes where I have a certain feeling about a puzzle and everyone else disagrees. The person I text with the most about solving crosswords is my friend Jeremy in New York, and like so often I'll not so often, but sometimes I'll text him like, "Man, I'm really struggling." This past Saturday, I texted him, "Man, I'm really struggling. I think I'm gonna lose my streak today," and he was like, "No, this took me 18 minutes or something. You got this." And so it's funny how we just have such different experiences with these same puzzles. But I don't know why Holiday Inn is home to kings and queens. Is that part of an ad campaign? I don't know. Setting for several Herman Melville works. The Ocean. I've never read any Herman Melville, and I'd say there's a good chance I won't, but perhaps I should. The problem with these long, old books is you just need a lot of time. I just got back, not just, but a week and a half ago, I got back from being in Australia where I read 4.5 books. And like that other half book that I started and haven't finished is, I might never finish it, to be honest. Who knows? But it's so easy to read when you've got lots of free time and vacation, and it's so hard to squeeze it in when you don't. I am not a reader at night. If I laid down in bed and started to read, I would instantly fall asleep. Pluck is nerve. S's, there's two of them in spades. Queen Elizabeth era. Ink, 8. Etsy shop is a virtual storefront in an online marketplace. Yep. The Muses. 9 daughters of Greek myth are the Muses. I'm never a huge fan when the is included, but I'll allow it. DM just chatted on the gram. Umpire. Annex. San Mateo, California. The Aztec Empire, of course. Waco, Texas, is Texas City, once known as Six Shooter Junction. Aaron, duty. I took no advantage of duty free flying internationally, and I don't know. I'm okay with my choices. Dave is the only character shown in the final 30 minutes of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I have seen this film. It has been a long time. If you ask me to name a character, the only one I could name is Hal, which I think is the computer, right? Maybe it's worth a rewatch. Kubrick is, I don't know, some of his stuff is very watchable and some of it's not so much. Zip is 0, Layer's a hideaway, Eden is a locale. So yeah, 1932 on a Thursday. Definitely tougher than a typical Thursday, but not so tough as to cost us our gold star and our streak. Let's see. Tonight, I mentioned I've got poker night. Shouldn't be a super late night, so planning on doing a live solve tomorrow, video solve tomorrow. Still trying to get myself out of the habit of saying live solve, because I don't know. I always start with good morning, and I have no idea if it's morning when you're watching this or where you're watching this. So maybe you're in Sydney, Australia, and it's daytime there when it's nighttime here. Who could say? Anyways, that's what I got going on. Go Celtics. Do me a favor and click the like button so that I know you liked this video. Don't click it unless you liked the video. If you did not like it, I don't want a false click. That would be really just misleading and just brutal when you eventually let me down and I learned that you didn't like it. But click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to see more of these videos. This is all we do here, is just ramble and talk about these silly puzzles. And most importantly, I hope you'll join me again next time for another video solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.